This is after the locks have been changed. There's only a handful of people that have access to the keys, and it's like church administrators who definitely would not be taking this soda. So I don't understand how this is even happening. And Sam's like, yeah, you're right. Like, that does sort of change things. Like, how is this happening? But before Sam could ask any follow-up questions, the cook was like, this isn't all either. This is just one thing I've noticed. The other thing that's going on now, ever since we changed the locks, is someone is also beginning to mess with my personal stuff. He told Sam that every day when he was done in the kitchen, when he would leave, he would always leave his work shoes and his apron in one spot in the kitchen. He would leave them right there, he would leave, and then the next morning when he would come back, his things would be right there, he'd put them back on, and he'd get to work. But ever since changing the locks, when he had come into the kitchen, his stuff would be moved. His shoes at one point were on the counter when he came in, and his apron was put somewhere else. But I mean, nobody was stealing from him. It was like they were just messing with him. And the cook said to Sam, like, I just don't get it. Like, why are they doing this? This can't be satisfying. They don't even see my reaction to this stuff. Like, what are they doing just messing with my stuff? Sam was equally baffled by this. And he just told the cook, look, I'll talk to administrators again and see if there's anything we can do, change the locks again. I don't know, but I'll see if anybody can help us here because I really don't understand what's happening. And so Sam left the kitchen and headed down the hallway towards his office with the intent to go in there and write up a report about what had just happened and hand it over to the administrators. But when Sam walked into his office, he noticed there was something sitting right in the middle of his desk that had not been there the night before. It looked like a paper towel. And so Sam, he walks up and he sees it is a paper towel, but there's a note scrawled on this paper towel, sort of like hectic, chaotic handwriting, like somebody was in a rush writing this note. And clearly they've left this note for him. And so he sits down at his desk and he begins to read the note, and it's totally upsetting. The note referenced the recent murder of this 15-year-old girl named Leslie Gaddis, who had been killed not far from the church in Memphis, Tennessee. This case was all over the news, and so Sam and basically everybody at the church had heard about it. And so he's seeing that the note is referencing this girl, but more than that, the note insinuated that there was something in the church's attic that would change everybody's understanding of this murder case. And so Sam's like, is this a prank? Like an awful prank? I mean, are the kids who are stealing food and messing with the cook's stuff, are they also responsible for this? Sam's thinking, this murder case was all over the news. I mean, everybody, including the kids in this church, had heard about it. I mean, this girl had been abducted from her bedroom in the middle of the night. I mean, it was horrible. And he's thinking, maybe this really is a prank. But at the same time, Sam's thinking that if this note is true, that there is some horrible thing or some clue or evidence up in the attic that might be useful to police about this case, like he had a responsibility to share